I try and coach them into just focusing on 2 compositions, and then won the charge there. Because Morello Nomicon is so important.
Yeah.
There's not that many like must-have items, but Morello Nomicon super popular, of course, for cutting healing and the extra burn damage, but also Phantom Dancers, which we saw a couple people rushing for, pose and armor.
Toast already starting to smack talk a little bit.
Of course, you want to hope that everyone else loses to climb to the top. It's all about number 1.
So what's interesting with this set is you have the different tiles. So your board gets picked to be one of 4 elements: ocean, cloud, inferno, and mountain. And they got a cloud one, which I think is the most interesting.
If you're actually on that. It does also give a boost to one of the late game strategies, which is Blade Master Cloud Assassins, which is definitely a very potent like full build later on. All those units are much more expensive though. Right now in the early game, you want to focus on getting Woodland Druids or Predators are basically the 2 strong early openers.
Yeah, we already saw Virus there had a
early carousels, hard econing, and trying to get to level 8 to try and get your 5 costs quickly.
Yeah, there was a meta for a while where you had to play a very, I guess you would call it tempo-oriented game where you're hitting your level ups on the right intervals. People have kind of stopped doing that, and you're econing until the round after Krugs, like 3-1 every time, and that's where the builds start diverging a little more.
Yeah.
Most people don't level to 5 early. They'll go 3 and 4 naturally, and 5 naturally. And so we'll see the hyper rolling coming in at the end of the beginning of the next stage.
Renekton actually is also one of my favorite early game units because of the healing you can get. Sometimes you'll see people build Phantom Dancer, maybe even Dragon here. We just get the whole board up here to see the reaction.
Yeah, I like that you can see everyone pop off if someone steals their thing.
Another spatula. All right, Dog gets this spatula. I don't think he got the first one though. So
no, I think that was Dawson got the first one.
Yeah, spatulas also kind of got nerfed because you don't get the double stats anymore for spatting something up, but still very good for say mages. You can get a double cast Annie or double cast Malphite.
There's a lot of 2-unit synergies as well that makes it a little bit easier to pick up some of that stuff.
All right, let's see. We had Woodland Druids plus the Talia, so this is super flexible, and since he's holding on to Syndra, looking like some Ocean Mage / summoners early. Dog right now, yeah, is definitely building into it. You can see Zyra is one of the 1 costs that you want to hold on to. She's so incredibly good early, plus is in the Summoner, Mage, Ocean endgame build. And he's already got a couple pieces here with the Vlad Syndra, so it looks like that's what he's going to build towards.
Yeah, he's just going to hold them. Ocean Mage, it's good early game if you hit the 2-star Vlad and the 2-star Syndra, but if you don't, you can just hold them and slowly build towards it. Looks like he's holding off getting the Thresh, though, until actually needed.
Yeah, I mean, you basically just run whatever you 2-starred early on, because 2-starring right now is so important, and the synergy's not quite as strong, especially early on in the game, as previously. And you can see with the dodge and the Phantom Dancer.
Yeah.
Gonna take a lot to take down that Ornn, and it's the 2-star Vayne left.
She can kill him before the ult.
This the dodge for Talia keeps dodging. Oh! Takes him down.
Toast has to sell out to get above 30 gold, trying to make sure he gets the most out of his income.
Looks like his redemption will also proc for all of them.
All right, here's Virus with the hyper roll, trying to find Woodland Druid completions as well as the Renekton.
It's the Woodland Druid Assassin. This is my most hated build that you're talking about.
I love it. Keep going.
See, this is one of the parts where it's really hard to coach new players too, because you have to spam through your rolls, not miss anything.
I think the hardest part of it is just like your eyes seeing everything quickly and absorbing the information. He did complete the 3-star Nasus and get kind of close to, I believe, the 3-star Maokai as well, so pretty well set up there.
Yeah, and Toad's doing the same here. You can see just re-rolling down before he levels up, so he can try and get everything 3-star here.
He has the 3-star Vayne already.
Yeah.
He had 2 in, and he has a completed Vayne on his bench. So I think he's already done it, and that's why he stopped re-rolling at this point. Because he doesn't care about 3-starring Nasus or 3-starring Jax or anything like that. So he did like a half super roll and just stopped doing it once he found all the pieces he needed.
He actually have an extra Vayne there as well.
Yeah, he had one
on top.
May as well pick it up.
Just for good measure, because nobody goes lights anymore. Right?
Yeah, it's the easiest one to hyper roll for.
Yeah, it got heavily nerfed, so. We'll see how he does, because he's got the Vayne early, and that's the most important part where we're talking about. Now he's going to want to put all of his items onto that champion. A lot of TFT is identifying what your carry is going to be, a lot of times it's going to be something that has 2 offensive traits, and then throwing 3 items on that champion, because it's a multiplicative gains here if you're able to juice it up with both traits and items.
Yeah, and the items that you need for each carry is really different. Like a Kog'Maw likes a Ludens to splash and try and get the Predator executes coming through. Vayne usually wants like a Runaan's Hurricane to be able to get the Silver Bolts on multiple targets. It really changes, you know, what you should prioritize in the carousels.
Evangelion with some Ocean Mage starts for himself. Again, people kind of refer to it as Ocean Mage, but kind of long gone are the days of 6 mages.
Yeah.
When it first came out, it was like, oh, cool, you get 6 mages and you like throw a mage cap on Annie or something, so you always have your 2 Tibbers. But summoners are just so good, and splashing the 3 summoners.
You can put so much stuff in an Ocean Mage build at the end.
Yeah. The big part about Ocean Mage, if you're trying to play it, is getting to level 7 and getting your brand. Level 7 is good for trying to roll for your 4-cost purple champions. And that is the most important part of this one. Since we're in this lobby and there aren't actually that many Ocean Mages, there's a decent amount of, you know, Predators here, a little splash of electric. So they should be able to find it. And then Nico gonna have a hard time. Level 1 Kiana.
Does have dodge.
Has the AoE. Thinks she's fine.
Yeah, Nico's gonna take this one. Dog has to sell out a little bit. He wants to get
so what is your actual favorite Kiana map? Because Kiana changes based on the type of map, and this is Cloud. It's one of the best because you only need 2 clouds and you get your 50% dodge, which is very good team-wide defense versus any physical build. But my personal favorite is actually the Mountain.
I was gonna say, actually, early game Kiana with the Talia is disgusting because you get 1500 health from the shield. It's like a whole extra unit. And assuming you've 2-starred one of these, you know,
the problem is the shield is on a random unit.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes it goes on whatever is going to get focused later and doesn't get that value, but it's really, you know, valuable for just having 2 units in. Yeah, here's a look, though. So basically with this strategy, you start out with the early power of the Woodland Druids, which basically beats everything.
Yeah.
And then, since you are re-rolling early and you pick up these things that nobody else wants for any other build, Renekton and Diana, you have Desert and you have Assassin there, so you get a Kha'Zix later, and that allows you to scale the earlier type synergies that is improved by the map. And this is why I really like some of the build choices here. The Blade Master Assassin Cloud that we talked about, since he got the early Spatula, he decided to slap that sucker on Nocturne here. He's already got the blades in.
He's got a Jan on his bench as well to potentially start swapping in later.
Yeah, let's see. He's got the 4 Blade Masters for all of them to pop up. Let's see how he stabilizes here, because Kiana is also an extremely good side carry. He throws on the Thief's Gloves, so even though it's 2 random items, Kiana scales really well with almost all the items. And just as an individual unit, he is extremely powerful with that ultimate.
Yeah, Kiana is, I mean, she's never going to be the focus of your comp like you're saying, but she performs even without items.
Flash some Thief's Gloves on that baby. All right, the brand with Morellonomicon, definitely a good start here. This is only a 1-star Annie, but he does have the mage cap on it, so you get your chance at getting your double tipper, then he hits it here.
Yeah, really big stuff. Toast is in a lot of trouble. He got through the bears actually pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think he's good here. Both the 3 stars. Ooh, the double Annies, though, it's hard to take down. The double tippers, he's never going to have the damage. It's not going to be the killing blow, I believe, for Toast, though. He's got a decent amount of life left.
Yeah, he's got a couple losses still in him. Ooh, Vayne almost dodged the Cinder Q.
Almost clutches. Who's going to be first out there? Toast at the bottom, 18 health.
Dalsum not much higher at 22, and then a bit of a gap before Evangelion.
So he gets first pick here. What's he going for? Oh, back to Carousel.
Toast goes for the Singe.
So you can slap a Singe into any comp, but but he's running light, so.
Singed also, like the way it gets its most value is from the Morellonomicon. He's the best Morellonomicon user in the entire game. And so if you have a Morellonomicon, you should just stick him in because he'll carry. But without the Morellonomicon and not having any synergies, I'm not sure the Singe is going to stick around.
There's actually 0 chance because he's level 7 right now, and light you need 6 of them for your 6 lights, and then he's using the Kindred for a Ranger bonus for the Vayne. So there is no room. It's like a dog.
Dog got his Force of Nature off that, so he can get his 3rd cloud in. That's huge.
And not a lot of people really go for you know, Blade Master and Assassins. So especially on Cloud map, I think he's got a pretty easy, clear path
Man, Virus is on a 12-game win streak.
This is the comp, my most hated comp.
I love it. This is exactly what I want to see.
But he accomplished all the check boxes, right? You 3-star your Renekton, you 3-starred his Diana, and 3-starred a couple of the Woodlands. And he's riding high on it. See if Toast gets eliminated. Who'd he come up against?
Ooh, he does have the Singed in there.
Okay, he slapped the locket too, because it came with the armor on it. And like I said, you can slap Singe into any comp, but he sacrificed
6 light for
the 6 light, and he's just gonna go down. That's
right.
gonna be one more loss left in him. 2 more Aatroxes he could save. He could get a level 2 Singe. So
oh yeah, I didn't see he had one on his bench too. So.
Level 2 Singe would definitely pull big, but like you're saying, you really need Morel and Omicron to get the full benefit.
And here you see, like we're talking about, Renekton actually becomes a beast in the late game. It's a huge little legend.
Definitely, yeah. So it's definitely going to need someone with Inferno Burn to try and take down the big boys. All right, let's see. What's he going for here, too? Stacking some Mystics for later on to splash in, because...
Yeah, just in general, there's a lot of magic damage in the game, and so that's why Poison and Mystic are so good. Poison delays the spell cast, so it takes longer to get into your comp.
And once Toast goes out, there will be a lot of Sorakas up for your splash.
I don't know. Soraka's probably one of the worst.
It's only got 3. Yeah, but it's the easiest one to find because it's only a 3 cost.
Yeah, true.
All right, let's see. Toast, is this it? The last hurrah?
He's going up against Virus, too. He's going up against the #1 guy.
So this is a small thing, too. If you really want to punish your opponent, Virus walked his little legend closer to Toast, so the damage comes quicker. Usually you want to try and run far away so you can delay. But Toast gets eliminated first. Virus, not only is Virus in first place, but also deals a killing blow. That's satisfactory.
Yeah, and Toast saw the 6 veins, took the bait. You know, it's hard not to when you have that many, but you see why no one is really running lights right now.
Everybody stopped. All right, that's kind of the key. If nobody else goes for this build, plus you got an early start to it, he probably needs a buff.
Yeah, if that still can't win, that's
still
like ideal conditions.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the hard roll over there on the Woodland Assassin, still running pretty
somewhat fragile in terms of frontline.
Yeah. Other couple things that have really good late games, of course, any poison comp with Singe with Morelos, but also really like, I really liked going for kind of one of the more hipster ones with Electric.
Yeah, Electric feels, it's a high roll comp, like without hitting the Zed.
Zed is super contested, by the way, so that's why it's also hard. Yeah,
and like if you get a Electric Lux, it gets absolutely crazy.
And this is what the board looks like when there are fully completed Mage Summoner Oceans, because you have Inferno Hexes all over the place, plus tons of summons everywhere.
Board gets pretty messy.
Yeah, definitely true. Oh, it's the Skarner versus everyone. Can't survive, and Virus is another win. That was versus Ghost, though, so he keeps his win streak alive. 15 now.
Yeah, that was Becca who had the 3-star Skarner completed. Still hasn't found the Warmogs yet, which is what really pushes it over the top, but you saw how long it lives.
All class here from Virus, showing up with a suit on them, and you only need to give him like 2 options.
Yu Yan here is about to get knocked out. He hasn't been able to complete enough of his units. He's got 1-star Bram, 1-star Singe, 1-star Nami.
Yeah, this is the main problem you run into with Ocean Mages. If there's a lot of people running them, you know, Brand is definitely the most important. Oof, and he's down.
Yeah, the other guy had, it's like you're in the same build and one guy's just way further ahead.
It's the Spider-Man meme, except one of the Spider-Man is super jacked.
Yeah, you both point at each other.
Yeah, he's got the 2-star Brand with really good items for it, too. I don't think we need to even check in on Virus anymore.
He's probably going to win the lobby.
Look how big. This is the maximum size of the little legend, I believe. I've never seen one bigger than this. It feels like it. Oh, I just heard Virus paired with Levi, by the way. So Virus setting him up definitely for some good placement.
Makes some pressure off Levi's back. That it's like, all right, you already got first for us, because it does combine their placings to see who moves on to day 3. So if your partner gets first, you feel very good.
All right. On Nami, the waves start stacking up really, really heavily. That's a lot of crowd control.
Mage Nami is actually pretty gross if you can not have to commit your mage cap earlier.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is when you're an Ocean Mage player and everyone else in the lobby is Ocean Mage and they start dying, those things go back in the pool and you suddenly start getting stronger very quickly as these people drop out around stage 5 and 6.
All right, Virus grabs the Redemption.
Was setting up for a Zed.
He's holding on to one on bench. Let's see, he's still, so he needs one more LeBlanc. And the one LeBlanc will free up that spot, he can put it in.
Yeah.
And can he find the LeBlanc?
That would be such a disgusting upgrade.
Everything comes together then.
Opens up the slot, powers up your main carry.
I like what Dog's done though, because this is really good itemization for what you want. He's got these studs for the splash like side carry over there, but then you have Sivir with your on-hit items. Works really well with her ultimate. He's got a red buff that can apply to multiple people, has the disarm to apply to multiple people, and Nocturne full carry here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really nice setup. You just have to hope he avoids virus.
Everybody's hoping to avoid virus.
Every time we follow someone.
You gotta pay your dues.
Yeah.
All right, split screen. Gonna get elimination here. And try and keep track of Dog.
Dog did get a really nice Gen ult there to reset.
Good.
Yeah, I actually think he might stay alive. Oh.
No. And then the other board is just.
Oh, maybe he can, actually. Dog stays alive. He took down the #1 player.
And look at, just with that sliver of health. I'm telling you, the peak here is super high on this comp. And he's finally got everything all upgraded. Still, though, he's only level 7. Doesn't have a lot of room to work with. Virus, meanwhile, level 8.
So frustrated. Rolled down a fair amount to try and find it.
The LeBlanc still
It's
hasn't
all
found
in.
the LeBlanc.
It's such, like, that's a dead... I mean, that fight would not have been close if he actually had the LeBlanc completed.
All right, meanwhile, the winner of the Ocean Mage Scrum. Actually, 2 Ocean Mages left in.
Yeah, slowly powering up.
This one has the Nami hyper focus here.
Yeah.
Seraphs with
Shojin is so
Oh,
strong.
but she's under attack with the double assassins on here. This could be really good for Dog. He takes down the 3-item 2-star Nami. Is that going to be enough? The Brand's still pumping away, though.
Yeah, Brand's pumping, but you also still have the Nocturne.
Not going to do it.
No.
So Quicksilver is actually not a very good item because there's not that much CC in the game anymore. An extra item. Just throw it on Soraka.
Yeah,
all of them are single targets.
And you're going to trade Soraka out for Nami probably if you can find it, or even, you probably wouldn't do a Yi.
So she's saving the Nico's help instead of upgrading to the 3-star Warwick.
She also didn't put anything in the Cloud Hex tile there.
She has a lot of money and plenty of health, so she's holding the Nico's help to get one of these 5 costs. Maybe the Mystic if she gets Nami. Singe doing his work, but no burn from Morella Namaka means even the Singe eventually.
Yeah, but the Skarner Predator is doing all the cleanup. Singe does all the damage, and Skarner just shows up for the last hit, stealing those kills. Look at that.
He's got it. Becca, big win, actually.
That's what I was saying, is the Skarner actually becomes a carry in this comp if you itemize it in 3-star. Like, if you have a Warmogs there instead of a red buff, it is disgusting how hard it is to beat this comp.
See, grouping up in the corner, try and avoid. It actually takes a lot longer, too, because Singe went bottom left first, so it didn't apply poison that quickly.
Yeah, a lot of ults got off. Still.
Kog'Maw, though, fired away still, applying the Predator, getting the executions after Singe gets him low.
Yeah, Ocean Mage is a comp that I feel like whenever I watch it in tournament, it seems to get outpaced by one of the other comps come late game, where Poison does very well into it, Predator gets the assassinations, the assassin builds are actually really good into it as well. So Kongman needs to all in right now.
Also, by the way, before this game started, we had set up, talked to a couple of the players if they would be willing to come over and help us and join us at commentating if they got knocked out. Becca was like, yeah, sure, I'll come help over if I get knocked out. She's going to the top. She might even win.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll just talk to her at the end.
I
on
thought
the
she was being a homie to come out and help cast it with us, but
she's like, maybe I'm
gonna win. Maybe
I'm gonna win this. I'll talk to you later. All right, let's see if she can pull it off. Actually,
this is Kongman's last stand against Virus's assassins, and it's so brutal. He did complete the 3-star LeBlanc off screen, so Virus is super strong right now.
Yeah. Again, Mark, I just
you hate to see it.
Build, but getting all those 3-stars, you hyper roll early.
Oh, there's a force of nature, and it's going right for Virus.
Oh,
he's pinging it too.
The rotation.
They're both. Yeah, I'm so pissed when that happens. Like the best item in the game.
Yeah.
Right in front of your opponent.
And it's very frequently on these endgame carousels because they are filled with items that haven't been built for completed items, and it's very hard to make a force of nature. So whoever gets that late is just feeling.
Double
the
Zed.
She got the Zed.
Wait, and she has a GA that she just picked up off that thing as well. So she can complete her Zed and put it. But it doesn't fit.
She's looking for a slot though. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in well.
Still though, it's a Zed.
Oh wait, she
and
had an
GA.
Ezreal in. That was actually
Nice.
easier to clear up.
That's a big upgrade.
Zed becomes his own carry with no synergies, nothing.
Yeah. So every shadow gets to use the item, of course. So GA works, they all res.
Yep.
Let's see here. She's still sitting with a level 1 Ashe, though. Just a Pine Crystal to Skarner.
Yep, helping Skarner out. Doesn't use a Twitch, so you could, in theory, swap that for a Taric at some point if you wanted, but not sure it's needed.
All right, it's actually looking pretty good for her. Zed hasn't been focused at all. Gets a couple of the shadows to start rolling, and
yep.
poison ticking through. It's only really...
It's so tanky. It's so annoying for an assassin to try and punch through all that health, all those resists, the flat damage being applied, reduction from the Skarner as well. So like even if you kill the backline, there's so much power in the front line.
I love to see it, Mark. When the
you want the
when the woodland assassins start to go down and they can't finish, don't get first. Sweet day.
You know, I wonder, is the force of nature a trap? Would it have, because both were going for Zeds. Ooh.
What did we miss? It was too zoomed out. I couldn't see.
Is it Shadow
Did she
Lux?
roll past something?
Did she roll past a good Lux?
We'll have to check that in. She got a Taric in for Crystal instead of the level 1 Ashe, though.
Oh, yeah, so she could go 4 Crystal. And that is insane for how tanky it makes it. You just have to give up something. I'm not sure.
She couldn't get it in.
I don't know if she needs to.
It's just,
oh, God, that Taric got his ult off.
I think this is actually over because her top end is so good. Singe and Zed, as we were talking about, those are two of the best late game scaling units. Building with items for both of them.
So that's what I was saying. Was the force of nature potentially a trap? Would it have been better to go for the GA for Virus, because he's also an assassin. He can use Zed very well.
Yeah.
And I think he had some.
All the crystals, the Taric upgrade too. Oh my goodness, 3/5 cost.
Do you give up on
Level
Mystic?
Up.
Do you need Mystic? I don't know.
You don't.
Because Assassin is not that magic-y.
Yeah, you don't. You definitely don't.
So I think
he's already way ahead of you.
Yeah.
Done it.
I'm thinking out loud. Just
the late game light too. That's a hard.
Oh,
yeah. Not really gonna do much for you.
No. That's
5 health left on Virus. He knows impending doom in the next matchup here. What can even roll for?
3 stars Maokai. He can. I don't.
Spam roll, yeah. You would have to 2-star a bunch of 5 costs, slap those in. But Becca's already built around her is so much better.
She can Nico's help if she finds another Lux, right? That's
okay. Yeah. I'm with you. That's insane at high end. She's already gonna win the matchup.
Yeah. By the way, Lux with 4 crystal is actually a tank. Like when the assassins jump to kill Lux, she's gonna live a really long time.
Yeah, they're all tanks at that point.
Wait, what'd she just sell?
I don't know. She's 8-9 right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is she BMing?
She sold Janna on accident?
I think she's BMing on purpose. Is she just using 8 on purpose? Becca!
Becca!
She is! Toast is talking to her.
They might just be laughing that she sold it, though. Look at...
We're definitely going to have to talk to her afterwards to see if that was BM. I only need 8 to beat you.
Yeah, I mean, look at how long the Lux is living with the Kazakhs hitting it nonstop.
Uh-oh. Is it going to cost her, though?
No, the Zeds are...
She's got it. No, she's got it. Fine.
Yeah, she's fine. The Zeds are cloning.
Oh, my goodness.
Becca with the BM win.
What a stomp. Predators into late game level 2 Singe, level 2 Zed, level 2 Taric even, I believe.
Yeah,
Getting the Crystal Lux as well.
That was a really cool twist on that build, having so much Crystal snuck in there at the very end. Got to give it up to Virus, though. Had that insane 16, 17 game win streak, dominated the whole thing, and then kind of just got outpaced at the end.
Yep. All right.